well, the story about the disappearing kid. And that was pretty much it. We got a tiny bit of subtle messages about, wicked phase and, Fae trickery, but everything Arya covered was pretty much what happened, I think.
Right, and I believe that we ended last session spending the night there and preparing to depart in the morning. With nothing in particular on the agenda aside from keep moving further west.
We're just trying to get to our destination.
I believe you guys are headed to Tarkin first. Before heading up north to Veer.
Yeah.
Remind myself of some of this.
We had thought about veering off at some point, but have decided against it. Yeah, this is what you missed.
Let's get this battle map out here. Oh, how did that go, by the way?
Only me and Thalion ended up, being around for it, so we just didn't.
And one of my friends had to have major surgery, so I stuck around with him a little bit longer.
Oh, yeah, absolutely fine. Are they okay?
Interesting. Oh, he's perfectly fine now. He is the 31st case in the world recorded of, I can't remember the exact name, but it's to do with the perennial lining of the intestines. So when you're a fetus and your organs are being developed outside of your actual body before they come in, they're protected by a membrane. And usually that membrane dissolves before, or not long after, your organs actually enter into the fetus. It did not for him. So he has lived all his life with this extra layer, extra membrane around his intestines. And it started to constrict them. And nothing would pass through. He was in incredibly horrible pain. Pain relievers didn't even work. But they cut all the extra membrane out and he's good to go.
Holy shit, I'm glad he's okay.
That's absolutely wild.
Usually they don't catch it until you're in your 40s or 50s.
Damn.
But it constricted his intestines, so.
Well, yeah, glad to hear that he's doing better now. So, it is a partly cloudy morning in the village of Golin. The 6 of you guys, in addition to your current bonus compatriots, excuse me, consisting of your 3 adopted hooligans.
There's a surprise hooligans that will help us later.
what were, just as a quick recap, what were the names that we were going by? Our new names.
I'm friends with you, John Smith. Knew him from work. My kids were set and were looking for someone to cure them, where I found the exorcist Beelzebub McAllister, and a cursed man from a cemetery, Kenneth Bones, accompanied by music student Sally Brown, traveling and looking for inspiration, as well as Simba McKittens, who took an interest in our owlbear accompaniment and took traveling with us to study him. Yes.
That is a
Okay,
mouthful.
Simba McKittens. I forgot.
I will admit I forgot
All
Simba McKittens, and I'm sad that I did, and happy that I can remember now.
The craziest part
Pretty
is he didn't even have that written down. He just knew that off the top of his head.
Oh, absolutely.
So yes, Simba McKittens, John Smith, Assorted Folk, got
Sally Brown.
Kara and Jason and Hogs as well.
And I'm Paul Bunyan.
Paul Bunyan.
Fucking goddamn it.
The now elderly Mary and her donkey have been delivered to a more suitable life than being cursed and traveling on a road forever. So that side quest mission accomplished. And unless there's anything else you all wish to do in this little village, it's back on the road.
Can I vote that we like get out as early as possible? Like, this might be hell for some of the people who don't require only like 4 hours of trancing, but I figure if the whole town figures out that we brought in the kid that disappeared for a really long time, it's going to give us a bit too much publicity, even if this is just a small backwater town.
Yeah, they might want to try and, like, find us, learn our stories, tell our stories.
Yeah, give us a big ceremony and, I don't know. Any publicity for us is just bad at this point. You know, we're kind of supposed to be covert.
I agree.
Yeah, I'm here for leaving early, but also I only need 4 hours, so.
Who still needs a full 8 hours of rest? Just Zed and
Zed and Lauren.
Yeah.
Lauren, right?
Doesn't Nasty also?
And
Yeah, and
Kara
Nasty.
and Jason and Hogs. So, well over half the party at the moment. But if you are willing to sacrifice a bit of sleep for the sake of getting out of here,
I can nap on the cart, not a big deal.
I can sleep anywhere.
excuse me.
My
Bless you.
mind immediately go to Zed being like, oh, I can sleep anywhere, and then immediately puts his head down and falls asleep.
To prove a point, yeah.
Exactly,
Check
yes.
this out.
Hey, yo, check this out.
I'm amazed I'm awake right now.
It's settled then. Before the sun is even rising from over the horizon. You pack your bags, gather your things, return your room keys to the innkeep, and depart onto the road. Paddington has been steering clear of the town, but once you get on the road, in about 5 minutes, you guys see lumbering along, maybe also a little bit roused before you want it to be, but still there, your owlbear companion. So the people who need sleep, I'm assuming you guys are gonna just nap on the road. So for this first stint, who
that's the
will
plan.
be awake and watching?
I'll take first watch.
And I will, I'll guide the cart since Nasty will also need to be sleeping.
Since I only need 4, I'll watch as much as I can.
I will take perception checks from those of you who will be awake and watching.
Since I'm driving,
I got a 7 or 12.
Maybe 3.
23, 12. Very well. Ellis, 23. This next, for the next few hours, this stint of road, very uneventful. You still catch some of the glimpses of the local wildlife the way you did. Honestly, since you crossed the border, a lot more exotic fauna across the border, but this time of day, a lot of the creatures that would be posing threats aren't up and at 'em. And so the cart ride goes by relatively mundanely. If not for your especially keen eyesight, you probably wouldn't have even known that, like, there was anything else out and about. From Golan to your next town, which is going to be over here at Tendetrast, you'll probably have to spend one more night on the road. But with an early start, you're guaranteed pretty much that it's only going to be one and not several.
Nice.
Excuse me, goodness. This cold is really doing a number to me. Alrighty. After a few hours on the road, those of you who needed your extra sleep get it. The delinquents start to stir, chat a little bit amongst themselves quietly. Zed and Lauren and Massey, you guys also get your full night's rest. Maybe a little extra sore than you would be normally from the sometimes awkward positions you're sleeping in on the back of the cart, but not enough to take a point of exhaustion or anything. There also are
Yeah,
barely
Zed,
anyone
Zed
else.
wakes up smacking his lips, looking around.
Sorry, what was that, Zed?
Unimportant. I was Zed wakes up, smacking his lips, and just looking around.
There's rations available. You guys aren't short on food for sure at the moment. If you want breakfast, you could definitely have some. You guys probably still have some of that bread from all the way back
I'll
in.
gnaw on some jerky.
All the way back in.
Yeah, I'll find something that's not too stale.
But as I was saying, there's not a lot of people on the road either. You don't encounter anyone really until a few hours in, once everyone's starting to kind of wake up, and then there's a very, very occasional other cart going by, or a farmer with equipment, and some of the very scarce and extremely spread out bits of farmland out and about here. Anyone who does have a farm out here probably has some secret up their sleeve for how they make it in monster infested land. And you guys definitely get that sense with a lot of them have a similar kind of hard look in their eyes of the sprinkling of farmers you pass here and there. As you guys are driving, there's kind of a maybe slightly more intense moment in the hushed conversation that three are having over some kind of disagreement, perhaps. And after a moment of them quieting down, Hogs turns to whoever would be closest to him, sitting in the back. Laura and Zed. Once you guys were all kind of napping in the same area. I followed my two friends here when they said we were going with you. But I still don't fully understand where we're going, what we're doing, why are we with you?
Well, where we're going is we're gonna. It was Tarkeen actually, where we were gonna set you guys up and send you back to my hometown so you could have a better life than you had.
Yeah, but those two maybe. It doesn't sit right with me. I feel like I'm in the dark about something else. What are you all here for? going where you're going, picking people up along the way, helping people along the way. And yet, every time we leave somewhere, we do it hush hush. In and out quietly, don't bring up attention. I recognize these patterns of behavior because I've been living by them my whole life. And yet, you also don't approve of it. I try to grab just one more purse on the way out of town.
For the record, I was okay with that. Personally, I didn't care.
It was a misunderstanding. Look, that's not what's important. You ask where we go? I go where Kiskari shows me. I do not have a schedule or rhyme or reason. I simply trust. And I was enlisted by my friends for the help. Why wouldn't I?
We do have a purpose here. That is a little more than what we were saying originally. And it requires us to do things a certain type of way. Now, I can appreciate the skill that you all have, but I understand that it was a skill that you developed out of need. And if you could have a better wife, and I can help provide it, why wouldn't I? It just seems like the right thing to do.
Folk who do the right thing, normally they're not slinking out of town, invisible, leaving before dawn breaks. You just seem at
We
odds
have a
with yourself.
schedule to keep. It's not really an issue of being at odds with ourselves. It's more of the mission that we're on requires a
And
certain
what
amount of
is that mission?
secrecy.
What are you here for?
What does that matter to you? What are you going to do with this information?
Well,
Why are
I
you
know
so
we're not gonna
curious
stick
about
together
us
for
if
much
you
longer.
live a similar lifestyle? Where are all these questions coming from, sir?
If we skulked out of town, that's one thing. If we're helping people along the way, that's another. Folks who do both, you're hiding, but not because you're afraid that you're gonna get caught for something obvious. Because there's nothing obvious to get caught for. I sneak around when I snatch a purse, because obviously I sneak around and I snatch a purse. I can't see what purse you're snatching, and it's gotten me a little worried that maybe if it's, I don't know if I want to be wrapped up in it. But my friends here,
Times are-
we're stuck with you until we get to where we're going.
Times are tough. We don't want to draw any attention because we don't want to get dragged into rougher times.
And if you're worried about getting wrapped up in our situation, well, maybe just don't pay attention to it. The more you know, the worse it is for you. If you're that alarmed by us and our goings on, leave when you can, and be done with. No skin off our nose.
Yeah, that's what they're saying. And he nods his head towards the other two. I just,
No, I'm not.
I don't know.
And I'm not
You're
helping
certainly hiding.
you
If you
more
do get
so than
caught
I'm
and
helping
I'm
the
still
kids.
around, I feel like it is skin off my nose.
I actually have a question. I remember, and I see here Tarkeen is where we were going to send them back to Fishport, but I didn't write down how we were going to do that.
I'm not sure if there was that much of a plan.
It was you guys kind of
Because
just offered
first,
them an out, and they were desperate enough back in their shitty little hometown indoor room. They were desperate enough to take any out without thinking too much long term, but it seems that pondering has started to occur.
because for some reason I thought that we were going to contact the magistrate and he was going to teleport them away. I don't know why I thought that, because I clearly didn't write that down.
It's more like get them someplace safer that's not such a shithole. Give them a couple coins. Hopefully, we can get them set up a little bit better than they were.
Okay. Well, we haven't been caught yet, and we're getting closer to our destination to where we will part ways. So, as long as we can hold off without getting caught till then, you'll be perfectly fine.
Getting caught? We have nothing to get caught for. We're simply traveling.
That might be the most obvious lie.
Oh, well, I mean, we are traveling. That wasn't a lie.
No shit, you're traveling. You're on the road. But just traveling. It would help if I knew. Maybe. Considering we do still have quite a ways to go. Just tell me who we're worried about catching us, so I know if I have to be careful, extra careful.
It's not anything like the government coming after us. You don't have to worry about that. We're not wanted figures. But I'll let you know that something dark is brewing. I'm not sure exactly what, but from what we have seen during our journeys together, nothing good for anybody.
Are we safer traveling with you than we were to just stay back in the door room?
If I can interject real quick. Seems like you're getting awfully worried about, like, if we're doing anything illicit or bad, or why we're exactly leaving so early from towns in the first place.
I get paranoid.
We just...
Don't blame me. That's how I lived
Nah,
most of my
don't
life
worry.
without dying.
I'm not blaming you. Our mission, as far as I'm concerned, isn't gonna start until much later, and it's not going to start until way after we've dropped you guys off. You don't have to worry about someone necessarily chasing after you guys just because you were around with us in the first place. But our mission, to say the least, is not something you want to involve yourself with or know about. This has gotten people killed and led to really dark things. It's better for your sanity if you just don't think too hard about it. Trust
All
me,
in
not
all,
even we know all the details.
we have no interest in pissing anybody off.
Right. At least not
Or-
until we're out of here.
No, even then, no one good. We do not intend to get in their way or
Yeah, but
ruffle any
shit's
feathers.
going down. Dark things.
Something of the sort. Something that affects us all. And as for your question of if you're better back in the room or here, I don't know. But anywhere is better than someone who's involved in being under the thumb of someone who's involved in arms trading, especially with the weapons that we know he was trading in.
I'm gonna be honest, we kind of helped you guys just because you needed help.
You see, that's where I keep coming back to in my head. I've met two kinds of people before. Those who hide because they got shit they need to hide about, and those who help people. And you're both.
Well, then maybe there's a new type of person.
Yeah, but it's setting off an awful lot of alarm bells.
Times are changing, my friend. You must change with them.
Kiddo, we're helping you because the guy back in that town told us to deal with you, and we decided to help you. Take care of you in the literal sense. So we're giving you guys a new start at life. If you want to find anywhere else to be, that's up to you. As far as I'm concerned, you're just along for a short ride. Nothing to worry about your safety. Either way, we're more than capable of ensuring it.
Remember the big bird thing? That was wild.
Yeah, and but I can't blame you for that. Shit like that just happens out here. But I can't blame you for it happened. I mean, who are you people that you just take care of something like that?
Well,
Like it's another Tuesday.
we have a couple of priests who have blessings from their gods. I grew up in forests my entire life. I'm used to hunting.
Yeah. Okay. All I'm saying, and I recognize there's nothing I can do about this. I just thought I would bring it up. Is clearly you've got some other stuff going on, and I'm worried maybe I'm getting caught in the middle of it would be bad for my health. But
Listen to me.
I
I myself will die before you do. I took you under my protection, under our protection, until we get you to someplace better. And then once we get you to that place, which Will be soon. We'll part ways.
Well, let's just hope you don't die, because if someone kills you, then I'm fucked. But
You know how to hide,
I do
don't you?
appreciate that.
You're all fairly resourceful. I'm sure if that happened, you guys would be fine.
Yeah, you have a god on your side. You said I don't know if resourceful is quite as powerful as that, but
Well, then start praying.
excuse me.
Would you like to hear?
Start praying.
Yeah.
Would you like to hear the good song? She pulls out her lyre.
You know what? Hogs is he's also been smoking this whole time. We'll just say he's a smoker. That's why he sounds like this now.
And he's had to hit it really hard since we left the room.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Matthew McConaughey taking a drag beam fully 24/7.
You know, smelling like tobacco.
We don't smoke them
makes it
anymore,
easier to
just
track
eat 'em.
you. Easier to track you.
You both talked at
need
the same
this.
time, and I
The
didn't
stress
hear
of my
that.
life. Always, I need this. I recognize that. We all make sacrifices, and some things we're not willing to make the sacrifice for. I digress.
That is true.
I wanted to make a point. I feel my point has been proven. There's not much I can say or do about it. So, if you say shut up and won't talk the rest of the time, I won't. But by the gods, I pray we get to Tarkin soon.
Oh, I think we're about halfway there, maybe. I don't know. I've never been here before.
Isn't your friend from Turkey?
Yeah.
Or where was it?
Yes.
Where was it?
Telepathically, Zed is going to say to him, at least shut up for a little bit. But just to him.
Yeah, Callie is, she's from out here. I didn't really get to visit her a whole lot. But yeah, this is where she's from. She usually came over to see us. This is where I met her. I'm really, really hoping she's okay.
Why wouldn't she be okay?
I don't know. I haven't seen her in a while. I haven't heard from her in a while either. I just don't know a whole lot about what she's been up to.
She's probably fine.
You ever just go a little distant from a pal you haven't seen in a while? That happens. Unless she's wrapped up in the same shit you are, woman.
She just looks out in front of the cart and is, oh, guess that's what we'll figure out at some point, huh? Well, you guys probably won't. You guys are gonna leave way before then. I'll figure it out. She nods, as if having made a point.
After a moment, the three of them continue having hushed conversation, but it dies out very quickly and they return to being silent. The sun continues to move across the sky, as it always does. The hours seem to drag. This landscape is one of the more monotonous in your journeys over the last few months, and the just near constant, perfectly flat plains with very rarely punctuated by a small collection of houses. It grows a little old. It grows quite old, and quite quickly. Does anyone else do anything else at any point during today's ride? Are you gonna do any potions time or anything?
Can I get your opinion on something, Bobo?
Yeah.
Do you think rock meat can be turned into jerky?
Yeah.
Second question. If food can expire within the bag of holding, does that mean I can also turn stuff into jerky inside the bag of holding if I just put the necessary stuff in?
Yeah.
Jerky needs to be sun-dried.
If
Oh, it needs to be sun-dried.
Yeah, you need some heat and you need constant moving air. Those are the two things to not grow bacteria and mold and shit.
Alright. I have never made
bacteria
jerky.
grow in the bag of holding, though, is the question. Or would it just would it be something else being cropped?
Is there oxygen in the bag of holding? Because most bacteria requires oxygen.
No.
There is no
no-
oxygen, but food can still go off.
It can still kind of.
So there wouldn't be bacteria, but I don't know.
Like,
Maybe it'll
The classic-
always be like expelling water, and just like dehydrate naturally. I don't know how that would work.
The bag goblins will start nibbling at it. Is the problem.
like this is the classic if you fill a cup full of water and put it on the counter. How long do you let the cup of water stay there until you decide it's no
Like,
longer
I need
okay to
refill-
drink?
I need to refill it with new water. Yeah.
Yeah. Like, the water hasn't gone bad.
Although the bag of
But
holding,
after a certain
leaving
point-
organic stuff in the bag of holding does make it turn to like goopy slush.
Eventually.
Funnily enough, there is a giant pile of already goopy slush, which is the meat from the rock.
The rock meat
Oh, for my
probably hasn't been goopy slushified right yet.
worst case, I can always cook it.
You can, you know
I
what?
am proficient in cooking
You can
tools.
experiment if you want with figuring out how to, like, if there's a way to prep food that involves, you know, like step 4, leave it in the bag of holding for 3 hours.
I mean, does one of us have control water?
One of us has create bonfire.
I have create bonfire and shape water.
Shape water. That might be able to draw water out. For dehydrating.
I'll link it. Let's see.
Shape water. You choose an area of water that you can see within range that fits within a 5-foot cube. Move or otherwise change the flow. Form into simple shapes. Colored or
You
opacity.
You could put it in water and freeze it.
You could
Direction.
freeze it into
Could
a
I
chunk.
animate the water out of it?
Yeah, does
Eh,
anything melt?
I don't
in
know,
the
because
bag of
that
holding?
gets into, you know, you shape water,
sure that-
the water in someone's blood.
Yeah, but that's a creature, and this would be considered an object.
Yeah, like
That's true.
No, I-
This also says
I
choose an
cannot
area of
bloodbend
water
somebody.
that
I
you
don't
can
know
see.
if the water inside of food is an area of water,
Yeah, that's
but that
That's fair.
that freeze it, put it in water and freeze it, the water around it idea would have some merit. Frozen
Well, if we can't
water
prepare it
inside of
inside
a
it,
bag of
we can always
holding,
preserve
I don't
it.
think it would melt.
I mean it will only unfreeze after an hour. Unless
Oh right, well the water. Well, okay, if you freeze something using shape water, and then you put it in the freezer, it's not like once the spell wears off, it's just gonna unfreeze. It's still, now it's naturally frozen. And in a bag of holding, when you put something in there, it's in its own little pocket dimension. I don't see a reason why the temperature would change.
I mean, it says instantaneous or 1 hour.
Well, if it's like in a pocket dimension thing, I'm pretty sure we can treat it as like each pocket dimension works like a thermos.
Yeah, that's what
if you
I'm
put
thinking.
hot water
If you
into
put
it,
something
it's
cold
like
in a bag
hot.
of holding, I don't see why it would stay cold.
And so would that be your hot pocket dimension?
Exactly. If
Yeah.
something hot, the hot pocket
Yeah.
dimension. But something cold, it is a cold pocket dimension. So
Does ice melt in a bag of holding? That's the question.
Or you could just smoke dry it, and it'll last for a couple months.
that is true. It's a better
yes,
way
I
to
do have
preserve
create
it.
bonfire
5
too.
years ago, someone on Reddit asked the same question.
Slice it
Perfect.
then.
Did they get an answer?
They got several answers.
I'll be right back, guys. I gotta go open a gate for someone. Sorry.
You're good.
Are any of those answers from John D&D? Bobo?
I'm gonna rule that the bag, when closed, functions on each pocket dimension as a nearly perfect thermal insulator, and as such, you put something frozen in there, it'll stay frozen while it's in there.
Hey. That's cool, Sal.
Why should
sounds
a
pretty
bag of
cool.
holding also be functional in the freezer? It's
Well,
not like you can put
you also
something in
got to
there
think that
and
works
cool it
vice. That
down.
works vice versa. That works vice versa.
Yeah, you have to heat something up and then put it in there and it'll stay hot. Or you can cool something down and put it in there and it'll stay cool.
Every blacksmith would want a bag of holding.
Yeah, that's actually pretty cool.
Well, if you want to try figure out some cooking with it, or just freeze the rock meat or something,
Pack it in mud, stick it in the bag of holding for an hour, take it out, boom.
Yeah, I don't think we're
Why
gonna
mud?
do a dirt oven inside the bag of holding. I know what you're
Oh.
thinking of, Bellis.
Well, I can either freeze it, try to cook it, or... I mean, if we cook it, I don't think we can cook it on the cart.
No.
I think create bonfire is a bad idea while we're in
right,
our
a
wooden cart.
Yeah.
We can just smoke
It
it
is.
when we stop for the night.
Not
It
just
doesn't
riding
take
a
long.
wooden cart, but riding a wooden cart being pulled by a wooden deer.
Ah,
Yeah, but on the other hand, Bellis, if we stop anywhere outside of an actual city, we can't do that overnight because that is way too much attention in a place with exotic wildlife, to say the least.
Well, a lot of people smoke meat. It's a day by day thing. It's how you preserve food. But we still got a days left to travel.
Yes, at this point, you guys are. It's probably around 3 or 4 p.m. So you guys are probably right around here. And
uh,
you could probably, by
for,
nightfall, hit this intersection.
for my potion stuff today, can I try to experiment with some of the rock fluid?
Yeah, cause Thalian, you got like spinal fluid or something, I
Yeah,
believe,
I got
right?
a ton of spinal fluid.
I got 2 jars of it.
Yeah, I mean, if Thalian's willing to let you borrow some of it, you can do whatever you'd like.
No, I mean, I got 2 jars outside of what.
Oh, yeah,
Oh,
you
no,
guys
yeah,
all have
Thalian
your
got.
own. You each have your own little batch of spinal fluid.
Eat.
Yeah, what are you gonna do with it?
She's just gonna try to see if there's anything she can do potion-wise with it. Her brain goes to like, well, rocks fly. Maybe I could make a potion to fly.
I like where your head is at. I will take. What would that be? Like an alchemy check or something. But what?
I do have herbalist tools.
But that would be for execution. For purely for, I'm thinking like an intelligence roll. I guess this would fall under Arcana. Give me an Arcana check to see if you could theory craft.
Oh boy.
But because it's specifically you're thinking about making a potion and like you have proficiency, right?
Yeah.
Your like herbalist's kit. You can add your proficiency bonus to this.
Nice. 9. Yay.
Shit, you don't know anything that uses bird fluid. But you know, you thinking you could fuck around and figure something out, probably.
That's the entire motto of my people. Fuck around and find out. Yeah, she would probably spend the day just trying different combinations and seeing if any of them work.
Alrighty. Give me an herbalist tools kit check.
Could I do guidance for this one?
You can guidance, and we'll say it's for your skill. Which ability modifier you would go along with? You're kind of going on gut more than intellect here. So I'll let you use wisdom instead of intelligence.
That makes sense. I mean, medicine is also
Yeah,
wisdom.
it's honestly like a medicine check, but you get your proficiency with cooking.
Well, I'm proficient in medicine too.
Oh, okay. Well, then it's practice.
So in that case,
Numbers-wise, it's a medicine check. Yeah, you can roll medicine then if you want.
can I do the help action then? Because I'm proficient with medicine.
You're also.
Yeah, you.
Yeah, you can do the help
Well,
action.
I can also. Can I guidance myself?
Yeah. As always.
Yeah. Oh my
Go.
fuck.
Oofta. That is rough.
Oh my god.
You know what? No. Inspiration.
Oh boy.
I'm using a point of inspiration to re-roll that.
Okay. Much better.
No,
Much
There we
better.
go.
26.
Okay, so your first attempt, you take like 2 drops of it and add it to a recipe you know. You're thinking, let's go basic. It's okay. Normally a health potion takes some time to cook along with it, but like let's just throw together the ingredients, start the process, add in this fluid, see if it works. You're thinking, okay, step 1 is like mix all these things together. You add a little bit of rock spinal fluid, and the potion starts to spark and fizzle. And it kind of hurts your hand to hold the bowl that you're doing it in. And then it catches fire.
Oh.
And all very quickly burns away the ingredients and evaporates the liquid, and leaving you with a pretty toasty bowl in your hand. And then Zed is like, oh, let me help on this next one. Different combination of ingredients, a different concoction, and then this time when the spinal fluid goes in, it does a little puff of smoke, and then starts fizzing and catches fire. It burns your hand a little bit. So then you very wisely pivot completely and don't start with your base potion for a health potion, and you start cooking something new. And this done seems to be going smoothly with that 23 that you got. How long would you like to work on this for?
Spend her usual potion making time. So while we're writing.
Okay. So then you can say, depending on how the rest of the night goes, you'll have a certain number of hours done on potion, question mark?
Nice. Yeah, just let me know how many hours I get, and I'll put it down. How much of the fluid do I use?
How much did you? You had like 2 vials full?
I have 2 jars, like
2 jars.
the honey
you
jars.
barely tapped into it. You added only like a pinch in the first 2, and that went up in smoke, and so you only added a pinch to this one as well.
Yeah.
Like small amounts, very very small amounts.
Nice. Oh heck! I forgot that I could use magical guidance instead of inspiration. Oh well. Unless you'd let me do that in retrospect, but I don't mind either way.
You guys don't have the hardest time getting guidance. I'm pretty generous with it, so we'll say you use the guidance, but
yeah,
you'll probably get it back in no time.
Wait, what?
You'll probably get your point of guidance back in no time anyway, so...
Oh, inspiration. Yeah.
That's what I mean. When I say
I don't mind.
Inspiration, yeah.
Yeah, it's because I was saying magical guidance.
Yeah. You confused me.
Lets me spend it. It lets me spend a sorcery point to reroll an ability check. But yeah, I don't mind using the inspiration on that.
Does anyone else have any little projects they're working on that they would like to get some time in on the cart ride?
I haven't actually tested this out, but Bobo, can I try that grave sense thing that I told you about?
Oh, yeah. Wait. Let me. Is that the one that's on your character sheet already?
I believe so.
Yeah. Remind me. It's been a minute. Is that the new spell that you made?
Yes.
Grave sense. Yeah.
I am aware that I have to summon an undead for it first.
Yes.
I'm gonna
So
conjure
if
up
you want to give it
a
a shot, you can do that.
yeah. I'm gonna conjure up a skeleton.
You conjure up a skeleton. What are you gonna call him?
Ooh, haven't used the Conforces chat in a while. He is going to be called. I haven't used. Kaniqua. Go with Kaniqua.
Kaniqua. You summon Kaniqua. Nice guy. You remember killing this dude back in when you were working with Svetan. This is one of Rythar's goons. Brought back and given new Ken purpose. So you successfully summon a skeleton. And then
And
you're
lore.
just gonna cast this spell?
I'm gonna cast it and gonna stick his head out of the cart.
Alright, so you cast it. If I'm reading this correctly, casting the spell takes 10 minutes?
Yes.
Alright, so you everyone else in the cart, you guys see a Ken Forcer gets summoned. Did you bring out any Ken Forcers when you fought the Rock? Or is this your new compatriot's first time seeing you bring
His
the
Ken
I
structs?
did. Okay,
dead
they did
back?
see me bring out Conforcers, but the time on that, the spell I used during the rock, has actually ran out. So they are no longer my Conforcers.
Yeah, I thought he shoved him back in the bag before we hit the town.
He did.
Yeah,
Definitely
I'm
before you
not gonna
got
pull out
to Golan.
wild
Obviously,
skeletons from my bag.
they've seen you summon the undead before, right?
Correct,
This
and
isn't
they
gonna
did
be
in fact freak out the first time,
They did
but
freak out. Yeah. They've already gone through that, so
yeah,
it's not like they're gonna be taken totally by surprise. They're definitely still uncomfortable about it as you summon a skeleton and hold your one palm to its forehead, close your eyes, and concentrate for 10 minutes.
Inigo Montoya.
As you're attempting to concentrate and cast the spell.
Pretty proud of that one.
You're maybe just a little bit annoyed by the background chatter of them talking very clearly about what the fuck he's doing the weird thing again. But it's not enough to make you lose concentration on casting the spell itself. And after 10 minutes, you have successfully casted Grave Sense. Once the spell is complete, you open your eyes. And so does Kaniqua. He doesn't really have eyes exactly, being a skeleton, but like eye sockets are like looking in a direction, and that is what you see. You open your eyes and you're looking yourself in the face. It's a little jarring. You have
Confusing.
have you used a spell
Sorry.
before where you could see through someone else's eyes?
No, actually, this would be
Yeah,
the
this
first
is new
time.
to you. This isn't like it was Bellis who could see through that one rat's eyes when it ate the cheese.
Yes.
So yeah, this is like a new perspective for you. It's really fucking with your brain, and you're glad that you decided to test this out before using it in a scenario where you like need to, because there's a little bit of vertigo. You feel maybe a tad queasy for a second, because you're getting a really good look at yourself up close, and since your transformation has been happening, you haven't gotten many good up close looks at yourself. And it's a pretty harsh reminder of the current state of your body. But after the initial shock and whatever, you're like, yeah, the spell works. Would you like to try anything out with it in particular?
Yes.
What would you like to do?
So, as a bonus action, I can telepathically commune with the undead I'm controlling, so that I don't have to actually like, shout out anything.
Yeah.
Cool. I'm just gonna go ahead and. This might be a tiny bit of a waste, but I'm gonna control this one and just have him trail the cart.
You watch through this skeleton's eyes as he stands up. The three amigos definitely jump. Jeez. I don't like that fucking thing, man. What god did you say you worshipped again?
He's talking to me.
He's talking to Hog. Hogs is talking to Thalia.
He's talking to Hog.
Thalia, you're whether or not you care to you hear the question being posed as if it's being posed to someone else because you're listening through the skeleton. So it takes you kind of a second to realize, oh, he's talking with me, even though he's not talking with me.
Yeah.
You know.
Since I'm in the skeleton, aliens, since this is like my first time doing it, I'm gonna quickly turn sharply towards him and like try and open my mouth to speak, and then kind of like not say anything because it's a skeleton and I cannot talk through him in the first place. And then kind of just hold my jaw and then just jump out the cart.
What the fuck? Is your pal okay? He asks you, Zed. He was
Most
touching
of the
that thing
time.
for a while, and he was jumping behind him.
Yeah, he does weird stuff sometimes. Just leave him be.
Right. Skeleton hops out, and you watch as it trails behind the cart. Lorcan isn't pulling it so fast that the skeleton can't keep up, which is nice, so you're not dropped behind. This shit works.
I'm gonna turn it off and put the Kaniqua back in the bag of holding.
As you, so you disconnect before Kaniqua gets back onto the cart, or do you stay connected until?
I stay connected until it gets back onto the cart.
Alright, so you stay connected, you direct it back onto the cart, back in front of you, and you close your eyes again, and this time open them, and they are your eyes again. You're seeing through. You dispel Kaniqua, back in the bag. Success. As you are done doing that, you see conspiracy. I'll take a perception check.
That is a 1.
Everyone?
Just alien. A 1, you said? Cool. Good to know.
Well, it's a 6 after buffs, but yeah, just
Good to know. Good to know. The sun sinks ever lower, and it starts to just brush against the bottom of the horizon. Cart activity and neighbors on the road dwindles to non-existent. At least in terms of people. Other kinds of friends definitely start to kick up a notch. Paddington stands a little closer the darker it gets as the assorted noises of the night start to play. The soundscape of the fields of Dorvanma, filled with all sorts of hoots and howls and growls and shrieks and noises that you don't know what the onomatopoeia for it would even be. I will take another round of perception checks from anyone now who wishes to keep watch.
I'm still doing potion stuff, so probably not me.
17.
And what is with it today, man? Okay.
Oh geez, there's something in the... I was gonna say in the water, but there's something in the dice.
Why is it?
Something in the spinal fluid.
Something in the spinal fluid, yeah. Really something in the spinal fluid, goodness.
Damn.
Okay, so that's a 12? No, that's old rolls. Okay,
I got a 17.
8, 13, 8, 17, okay. That's still not great, you know? It's better than 8s, but not exactly spectacular. Get my dice roller here.
See, I can't do it while I'm doing the
Yeah, that's
potion
really it.
stuff.
If you were rolling, everyone would be rolling good, but it's that damn spinal fluid. Cool. Yeah, you guys keep watch. As you're doing so, at any given moment, you're fully confident that at least the nearest 60 feet are clear of any danger. But further out than that, even with dark vision, your confidence wanes. After about another hour traveling in the growing darkness, you all observe a junction in the road. It splits off, one road turning back northeast, the other road staying west. This is the intersection that you guys gauged you probably would want to spend the night at here. At least this is where you were hoping to get to by nightfall. And you're maybe a little bit behind schedule. Got dark a little bit before you got here, but not by too much.
All right. Do we want to set up camp? Hours did I get on to my experiment?
You would have got 6 hours of ocean?
I have it marked in my inventory as ocean.
Spectacular.
I'll look for a good place to set up camp.
The ground all around quite flat, not too rocky. Seems pretty comfy.
All right. I'll make sure that there's not any tall grass directly around us that something could sneak up behind us on, and make sure it's open.
The grass here is taller than like a lawn, but it's not so tall that any creature of substantial size could stalk through it unnoticed, unless they were super sneaky.
All right.
You're confident in at least that it's as safe as it'll be in an area like this.
Yeah.
Paddington settles down and gets right to bed.
I will also settle down for bed. Excited about her potion?
As you
Yeah,
guys
Zed is actually equally invested at this point in the potion making.
As you guys are settling in for camp, Thalian, you get approached by Jason. He seems a little nervous, maybe, but he goes up to you says, how do you do that thing with the skeletons and the like how is it that you do that?
He's at the bathroom.
Shit. I missed that.
Hmm?
2 minutes ago he said that. Bruh. Anyway, okay, well then we'll hold off on that. In the meantime, I don't know. Hogs is smoking. He's had a long day. Settling in. It's a pretty comfy
I'll
patch
play
of ground.
music for everybody.
You're playing music, Arya?
Yeah, just light little music to help everybody be comfortable.
Okay. Not too loud, I presume.
Yes, no. No, I want everybody to hear.
You play a tune, and you play it at a volume where it sits just under the cacophony of the rest of the world, really. It's the chords softer than the howls of whatever creature just decided to howl over there. The notes strummed sitting under the hoots. Eventually you kind of like get a sense of rhythm from the noises. There's no real pattern, but you see like a kind of order in the chaos, and you adjust the tune to fit in it. One time there's some rustling relatively close by, and Paddington perks up from his rest, but he looks up, looks around, and then he goes back to bed, deciding that it is not of importance.
Buddy.
Is Dahlia back yet?
I'm here.
Okay, Dahlia, great.
Just got back.
So, as you guys are like setting up camp and Arya's playing some tunes, Jason comes up to you, and he seems a little nervous maybe, but he asks you, how is it that you do that thing with the skeleton?
Well,
That's not something someone would just do, right?
no, it's complicated. I can do it because I have, well, just like any other wizard, I've studied on it long enough for that. But most importantly, my heart has no hatred in it, and so my god allows me to do this. That's pretty much an oversimplification of it, but
Who is your god?
My god is the god of the passage. His name is Ukul.
Like, you like talk to him or what?
Well, sometimes if I meditate long enough, I can get lucky and talk to him, yeah.
And you, I don't mean to be rude, but look the way you do because you do this.
That is actually not the reason that I look this way. The way I look right now, a little bit weary. Excuse me. Missing a couple limbs. These are just old injuries from a couple tussles with creatures. This has nothing to do with my spellcasting.
So you don't have to like cut off your arm in blood ritual to be able
Oh
to
god, no. In fact, and I'm gonna do this as a ritual just to show him. My spellcasting allows me to do this. And I'm gonna reach into the bag of holding, take out an arm, just slap it on.
He looks a little shocked and a little queasy as you do that. And that just you can just it works.
Feeling it is a bit numb, like you've been sleeping on that arm for like a couple hours, you know. But yeah, I can move it around. And I'll demonstrate it as I'm talking to him, you know. Give him a wave or stretch it, you know. Swing it about.
Excuse me.
Bless you.
He looks with somewhere between fascination, disgust, or awe. He's feeling a lot of things for sure. Watching you move the arm around.
Abject terror.
Yeah. But I'll take an insight check.
Sure. $18.
18. Kind of buried at the heart of all that, there is curiosity.
Interesting. But I'm gonna point it out here, not all necromancers are, you know, evil people, you know, leading an underground cult trying to rule over the world. And I do my
But
work.
you do
to-
lead an underground cult under the...
No, I do not. In all honesty, I practice necromancy so that people can see that it can be used to help people rather than harm people. I want a world that hopefully sometime before or not shortly after I'm gone, a society that accepts this. You know, what if with permission of someone's family, you could have a skeleton or a zombie perform dangerous construction instead of perfectly normal person. Excuse me. I mean, to say the least, the resurrection spells that most clerics use is necromancy, just much, much altered.
Is that why you are doing whatever you're doing here? I think Hogs is full of shit a lot of the time, but I can't say I wasn't thinking the same thing. At least asking the same question. Why you guys being so secretive, and yet you went out of your way to help us, to help that lady. Is this why you do it? You just go around being really good, but also necromancer to prove that it can be a thing?
Pretty much, yeah. Mainly, I do it with this group right here.
Okay. That makes some things make a little more sense now. Do you ever like scare yourself with it?
Yeah. I'm not gonna lie to you, I have done that a couple times. But that was when I was much younger.
What's much younger for you? I mean, you look. Don't take this wrong. You look fucked up, like not old fucked up. You know.
Well, would you be shocked to hear that I am not even 30 yet?
No, that's what I'm saying. You don't look. I would say maybe even less than that. So what's much younger for you?
When I was
You
first
doing this at like
getting
6 years
into
old or
this,
something?
no, not 6, but more like late teens, 16, 15 to like 18 and 19.
Okay, so you can start learning this kind of thing a little later.
Well, you technically can learn at any time. It's just, well, first of all, I was kind of figuring out what I wanted to learn in the first place. A bunch of areas of magic didn't really appeal to me, so I just kept looking.
Oh, so you
And
could do
second of
magic
all,
before anyway.
yeah, I come from a pretty magic-filled family,
Okay.
but there's a ton of things in necromancy specifically that you don't want a young mind, like before, especially 14 and under. You don't want to really mess around with like body parts and stuff like that until you're a bit more mature.
Right. Right. And Jason kind of zones out. You can see his thoughts are trailing. He doesn't like end the conversation or anything. He just kind of starts thinking about his own stuff and then eventually goes to bed.
Suppose that we should then be aware of who's gonna keep watch tonight.
Offers to keep watch for half the night.
I'm cool with taking
I'm
second
all
watch.
rested up, so I can.
Second watch.
Yeah, I can take one watch. Take third.
Yeah, watch time.
Alright, so whoever's taken first. Perception check.
Magical guidance. I'm using a sorcery point to re-roll that.
Wonderful.
15.
15. Wonderful. Do you, while on watch, play yourself a little bit of music? Or not? I will ask first.
Lucy would probably do like not too much, like obviously keeping it super low, but like a little bit of a lullaby for everybody.
Yeah, some soft strumming.
Yeah.
You are doing so, and very quickly, the snores of your companions start to fill the air. Actually, I don't know if anyone snores besides Zed.
Yeah, me 100%. And pretty loud.
We do get that.
He snores enough for 2 or 3, so. The moon is, a little visible, cutting through the clouds here and there. It's in a waxing gibbous right now. And your watch goes rather uneventfully. There's no encroaching monsters or band of soldiers or anything coming through. At one point, Hogs gets up in the middle of the night. And he sees you on watch.
Guys, take care of business. Be right back.
He steps
He's made.
a little bit out of your view for a couple of minutes. And goes back to bed. But with that, your time for your watch comes to an end. And whoever will take second watch,
I'll get it.
Arya, you wake Ellis up.
Yeah.
Is Minerva out and about right now, or is she tucked
You would
away?
be up with me? Nope, doesn't matter. That's another natural one. Yeah. Thanks, Minerva.
I'm
First
taking
chasing a
second
butterfly.
to roll as well.
Okay, you got an 11 on perception. Pretty nice out. Not too cold. It's early summer-ish. Warmish night. Breeze is a little brisk when it comes through. And
I don't think the cold really affects me anymore.
Yeah. Well, for you, yeah, that doesn't do much. You recognize some of the animal calls you hear here and there. Interestingly enough, there's a howl, and you think for a second, oh, what kind of monster is that? But you're like, wait, no, I know that one. Oh, it's a coyote out there somewhere. Nifty. But yeah, within 11, that's about all you notice. Another rather uneventful watch. Yeah. The sky is starting to get a little lighter. Dawn's gonna break in maybe in 3 hours before the sun's fully no longer hidden. Enough time for one more watch. Whoever
I'm on it.
All right.
I'm gonna guidance myself for this as well.
Naturally.
Yep. Naturally.
Naturally.
Hey, over 10.
25. 27. Phenomenal.
That'll do.
Oh, man.
And right on cue, it becomes less intense. As you are on watch, let me roll my dice here. Your watch is it's almost not even night anymore. It's starting to break to be dawn relatively soon. And the creatures of the night slow down on their assorted noises. And you're a little surprised when the one of the sounds that cuts through is the clopping of hooves on the stone road.
And we're just off of the road, right? So it's like anyone coming by, we're gonna be in plain sight.
Your cart is.
Your cart is
Yeah.
at least going to be visible then.
Okay. How far away do I notice them at? Like
With 25, you
150
notice
feet?
With 25, you notice them
pretty far away.
300.
Probably
pretty far away.
Maybe you can start hearing the faint sound of plopping when you're like 100 feet away.
All right. I think I'm gonna pop my head in, like around the cart. Where just take a look around. Is everyone fast asleep from the group?
They should be. Yes. The actual sleepers are still sleeping.
And
then I believe the rest.
Okay.
Of them should still be in trance.
rest of them should still be in trance.
I think Zed's not the shot caller here. He's not good at that sort of stuff. So, I think I'll go wake up Bellis.
Bellis,
Bellis, there, I can hear hoof. There are people coming up the road, and, I didn't want to be the only one up.
Alright. Just keep a lookout. We don't know if they're okay or not.
Exactly. Exactly. Yes, I just if anything happened and I got knocked out or something and everyone else is asleep, I don't know. I don't know what people are up to around here. So, and I guess we'll just wait for the hooves to get closer, see if they bug us at all.
As the hooves get closer, you can start to make out. It's definitely more than one set of hooves. And you can see coming around the bend on the road at the fork. You see 4 individuals, each riding a horse. Can't make out too many details immediately, but as they get closer, you can see excuse me, a man, an elf, a dwarf, and a tiefling riding their horses down the road, and they start to slow down as they see the cart.
I'm gonna be clearly just watching them, but I'm not going to engage them at all. It'll be my normal contented smile, maybe a very slight nod.
As you acknowledge them, the man gets off his horse and then waves back to you. Greetings.
Good day to you, sir. How may I help you?
That is the question, isn't it? As he gets closer, he walks up to you and extends a hand.
I'll shake it.
However, the more important question is, how can I help you?
Don't believe I'm in need of your help.
Well, you seem to be out and about in wilderness. Did you spend the night out there?
Yes, as was my choice.
Purely based on your goodness. And you felt safe the whole time.
I always feel safe under Kiskari's gaze.
She protects you from the beasts in the night.
She makes sure that all is in balance, and that is all I require.
This guy takes a kind of a good long look at you, up and down.
I'll meet his gaze, with unfaltering, but still with my vague smile.
A shame. Perhaps not a business opportunity then. We can cut the bullshit. You're an adventurer. I know one when I see one. So I'm assuming you're not looking to hire protection for the road. How many you have with you back there?
I don't believe that
7,
will need it immediately, but I'm also this group is a democracy. I'm not the one who makes decisions. So I don't know, Bellis, what do you think?
I wouldn't say we needed any protection. No.
There, you hear that? I think we're all right.
Ah. A shame. It's so hard to get business out here. It's... You are adventurous, right? I haven't misjudged.
I'm a dragonborn.
Not the wizard of the group, then. I can see that, yes, that you are a dragon. That's not my question. Are you an adventurer?
I am a man who likes to keep his business his own.
And you? He turns to you, Bellis.
What's it to you?
He's even more cagey than me. I'm the nice one. I don't.
Well, this clearly isn't going anywhere with you two. But at least entertain me, validate if you are an adventurer. I would hate to have misjudged. I mean, come on, between
Wouldn't that be a shame?
traveling through dangerous lands, spending the night out in the wilderness.
He looks. I wager.
The cripple with no arm and the young boy and girl, they're your current strays you have picked up. Found them helpless somewhere.
Ouch.
Bleeding out. Yeah.
Mind you, I am the party's wizard, so you may hush.
Are you awake?
You're asleep, Betty.
Are you awake now?
I was awake at the second watch. What-
This is third
This is
watch.
third watch.
Yeah, well, I only need 4 hours. If Bellis is awake, I'm definitely awake.
Oh,
If I had thought of that, I would have woken you up instead of Bellis. But anyways.
I took the first 4 hours to sleep. I'm good.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, yeah, I'm the only
Yeah,
sap that
exactly.
needs more than 4. All right.
You're the only one who needs extra honk shoe juice.
Apologies for the assumption, but it's fair. Since you're in this line of work, yes? Since you are adventurers? Yes?
Why do
What's
you
it to
keep
you?
on pressing?
What's your deal, man?
man is really
You just not like being told to fuck off? Come on. Let's say we are
I won't take
adventurers.
no
What
for
do you
an
need?
Zed, did I wake up? Did the party just wake up to someone trying to sell us some more wagon insurance or something? Like, I'm really not in the mood for that.
He would like to be our protection. And Zed's gonna lose it.
Dear.
See, I've never
Minerva
seen
just-
someone react such a way. In these
Minerva
places, unless
slinks
they're
up
fully
behind me and
comfortable
just
protecting
starts-
themselves, in which case they are nearly almost always adventurers.
Well,
Sounds like you got us all figured out, bud.
He turns around to his posse. Back me up here, guy. Yeah, he's got a point.
oh wait, he has a posse? I thought
yeah,
he was alone.
there's 3 more on horseback behind, just kind of standing around waiting for him to say his thing.
Minerva just
All right.
slinks up
Well,
behind
some
me
of
and starts
us
growling.
need a full 8 hours. So if you don't fuck off, we're gonna shave that beard of yours.
Let's not.
Congrats, you pissed off the family cat.
Do you actually need something?
Listen, okay, well,
Now you made Simba angry.
Question answered first, and then we can see where we're going from there. You are adventurers, yes?
Well, what's it to you?
I needs weapon. Since you clearly are you working through Dorvanmar's Adventurers Guild?
Nah, we're kind of just adventuring. You know, going across the country for fun.
Would that provide us with more excellent protection while adventuring? Quote unquote.
Well, you see, we are enlisted within the guild, and we have been unhappy as of late with leadership quality among our ranks.
That must suck. Maybe you shouldn't be a part of a guild then.
Damn,
Thing is, without a
you're
guild,
not
you see,
enjoying
you
your
have a lot of
leader?
the benefits of being in the guild, and it's impossible to find work without the guild. It's hard enough as it is.
Ah, you must suckle at mother's teat.
Doesn't sound like they're
Please
very
listen,
good
if you're
adventurers.
adventurers, you understand this plight. What me and my party have been doing is working with other adventurers.
My party and I.
So you guys want to mooch off of whatever the hell we've got going,
No,
huh?
no, listen.
Are you unionizing, or is
Hear
this
me
some
out.
sort of
We're
pyramid
interested
scheme?
in using our collective power, meeting with other parties, and
Pyramid scheme.
no. Every
It's starting
time
to sound a little more
any
like a
party
union.
has an issue with the guild,
Wagon
they bring it
insurance?
up on their own, and they have no ground to stand on. If we bargained collectively,
Oh, unionizing. Okay.
wages increased
Yeah.
per mission, better job opportunities for adventurers, insurance. Can you imagine if they covered the cost of Revivify? But none of this matters if you're not adventurers. But you very clearly are, so just admit it.
We're not
No.
adventurers who are going to stick around within this country, so we cannot help you.
I'm not an adventurer,
Oh,
but I am very disgruntled.
well, aren't we all disgruntled with the state of our careers?
Well, we are
Listen-
becoming very disgruntled because you are still here, so shoo.
Student, what do you want?
Telepathically, Zed's going to say, I'm pretty sure we're done here. Just to the main guy.
Every time it's the same.
I don't mean to discourage you, but we're not the type of people who you need to be having this conversation with.
As in, you're not adventurers. Or you're not interested in the collective good of everyone who works
We're not-
on the line.
We're not adventurers.
We're not adventurers. We're just traveling. We are more than capable of handling ourselves. Thank you very much.
Are you from here?
No.
Have you slain monsters since arriving in this land?
I
Yes.
take out a
Now
chunk
leave.
of the rock
Have you
flesh and I
done
throw
good
it at him.
deeds for citizens that you just met?
Friend, if you do not leave us alone, I'm going to have my dragon tear your fucking throat out.
The dragon
Bobo,
is
can
very
I
small
reach
and
into the
wouldn't
bag of
even net.
holding?
She's a
Take out
large
chunk of
creature,
the rock
not
piece,
small.
Throw it at him and be like, you're gonna meet the same fate as that giant bird in about 2 seconds if you don't leave.
Thankless work.
Lord is going to start putting on his armor.
No need for that. No need for that.
See, you got now. Simba's putting his armor on. I hate you.
Simba's putting
You
his
know,
armor
we
on.
tried
I'm
to
feeling
very
like-
nicely tell you to leave. But you can't give it up.
You will see the error of your ways one day.
There is no errors of my ways.
When half
I
your party
bid
is
you
dead,
the greatest.
and the other
I
half
bid
is
you the
impoverished,
greatest luck in everything you do.
You will wish.
We're simple
you
folk traveling
will
across the country.
I do
Threat-
not want
You've never been with the guild?
Get the dinosaur.
Fine.
That was third watch, so we're pretty much basically at morning at this point, right?
Yeah. The sun is peaking half over the horizon at this point.
Well, these guys have already waken everybody up. We might as well just get going.
Are we being threatened? Do I have to get the
No.
dinosaur?
No, you are not.
It's
being
not a
threatened.
threat. They're trying to unionize us.
It's 6 a.m. and we think coming up to us and causing a disturbance in our camp is the greatest way to get us on board with your union.
We did not seek you out. We ran into you. What am I supposed to do? Ignore potential people to join my cause?
You could say, could I join your fire for a bit?
You don't have
And then
a
after
fire.
you
Good
do the
move,
smoldering embers right here, you don't have to have a billowing fire to have a little source of heat in the night.
Oh, so you would like fire? Would you
No,
settle for
goodness,
a
goodness.
fireball?
Okay,
Thalion.
you're definitely the wizard of the group. It's that much is completely certain at this point.
Yeah, that fireball threat was definitely very wizard of you.
I'm baffled. The decision that you made. You have a one-armed wizard in your party, and you wouldn't be interested in having a little more insurance from
Hey,
your
hey,
employers.
kiddo. You want to see a magic trick?
No,
I
no,
take
okay,
out
I'm
an
done.
arm
I'm
and
done.
I
I'm
slap it
done. I
on.
apologize. We got off on the wrong foot.
Indeed.
I come on too strong with my purpose, my message. I'm very passionate about it.
Does your group have a name? What's your group's name?
Swords of Justice.
Okay.
Pretty cool.
I don't like sharing with other groups of adventurers, though, because
We're not adventurers. I'm a doctor. If we see other adventurers, how about we tell them about your group and your little union, your collective? And we end this now, and so we can go on our way,
Yes,
since we're already
very
up.
well, very well. If you run into any other adventurers through the guild, hey,
Do you want me to make a song about it?
that would actually be wonderful. The bard of the group, I see.
Oh, I'm a student.
Nothing gets past this
He's
guy.
a sorcerer.
What? She blinks both eyes one at a time.
No.
A song would be marvelous.
I don't know, man. You done anything song-worthy? Like, rescue a princess from a...
Yes,
Dragon.
we've done plenty of good, legitimate work as adventurers. Otherwise, we wouldn't be around.
Then name one. You cannot have a fable without a story to
Yeah,
tell. Otherwise, it's just, hey,
Okay.
Person.
Last month, I mean, it's small scale, but giant rat infestation at in a local farm.
So you're pest control.
Listen. Every party has a good pest control story, and because work is a little tight at the moment, we take it when we have the opportunity. We've also slain a young drake that was terrorizing a town once.
How big?
I'm larger than yours, but I will be honest, I'm not by much.
I don't know, my Drake's
Maybe.
pretty big.
I think its wingspan shot him like 20 feet at the end of the day. It wasn't.
Ooh, we beat a really, really big bird recently.
No, a rock.
We've also beaten a
yes,
drake.
I've seen them before. I've never had the pleasure of fighting one, but
I actually wrote on the back of that Drake.
Can you guys hear me? Tell me in chat.
yes, we can hear
Yes.
Yeah, yeah.
say you've ridden on the back of a Drake?
Yes, one we killed.
Yeah. So you've killed drakes. I'm so sorry to bring this point up again. But you're not adventurers.
No,
You don't have to
unfortunate
be an adventurer to defend
circumstances.
yourself.
Unfortunate circumstances have led us into the foray against several monsters. We're not going and fighting things for coin or glory. We're just trying to get from point A to point B.
Oh, I see. So you don't know it yet. But you are adventurers.
Big Lord's just gonna start beating his head against the cart.
If adventurers pester people so early in the morning, so annoyingly, like yourselves would, then no, we are not adventurers. No, you have already soured our morning enough. Would you please be on your way?
Very well. Might I at least ask where you are traveling?
Zed is just going to start going telepathically, la 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 la, and he's not going to stop.
You don't need air when you're speaking telepathically.
Oh, that's telepathically. It's in his head.
Which one of you is doing that?
Oh, that's genius. That's like radio jamming.
Please, cut it out.
To breathe when you're
Point
doing it
taken, point
telepathically,
taken.
you can just keep going.
Time and time again, point taken. I really need to.
I'm not going to stop until he goes away.
Good day, and he steps back.
But
towards the
wait.
group and gets back on his horse.
Where's the guild? Have we heard about the guild from another place? I thought we did.
Perhaps earlier you heard about the Paldros guild, but
No, it was the Man of Many Talents, right?
yeah, he did mention them. He did mention them.
Did he mention where they were, where the guild was located?
Oh, where it's like headquartered? I don't think he did.
Okay, I didn't know for sure, but I remembered someone mentioning it since we came to.
Here, I bet you
this
there's
area.
someone here right now who would love to answer that question for you,
But we're not gonna keep him.
though.
I'm
Any
just gonna
longer.
break. I want
It's
to do
not
something.
worth it.
I'm gonna speak with animals.
All right, you cast Speak with Animals.
I'm just gonna whisper to his horse, "Hey, buddy, it'd be really cool if you kicked him off right now."
Speaking of, well, how did their horses look? Disheveled in any way?
No, the horses look fine, and their equipment looks, up to snuff. They don't look super haggard or anything. They don't look like they're, just cosplaying as adventurers. I mean, the dwarf has like this axe that like looks like it's got some pretty cool runic gemstones in it. Could be magical. Like they're a legit party.
Sounds like it could be valuable.
Maybe it is valuable, but
I was more asking of like, not if they look like adventurers, but like if there was anything like wrong with the horses medically that I would be able to spot.
The horses look good. The horses look good.
Yeah, well taken care of.
So you Bellis, what did you say to the horse?
Man, it'd be really cool if you kicked him off right now.
The horse looks at you, and then, to everyone's surprise, all of you understand when this horse says back. Why would I want to kick him, dude? He's my best friend. Listen, guys, I get he could be a little annoying, but
You're a druid, aren't you?
I wish, man. I'm just a talking horse. I got no magic, no nothing. Just a
Talking
horse.
as a horse is pretty magical.
Yeah,
Can you carry your friend away from us?
Magical.
Yeah, listen, okay, I get it. I get it. I get it. Listen, just it's asking a lot. Just be a little patient. And Dominic, it's not working, man. Alright. Okay. Just take a breather, take a walk, hop on. We'll get going. I'm sorry we bothered you guys so much, but it really is a good cause. We thought maybe there was something here.
And that's good and all, but not at 6 a.m. when people are sleeping.
You don't really get to choose
On your
where
way.
you're gonna run into people.
On your way.
Yeah. We're leaving. They mount back up. The dude on his horse, and they start heading on the road that goes west. Which is the same direction that you guys were planning. Are you letting them get a head start, or are you going to try to pass him, or...
Considering I have long strider, we're gonna pass them eventually. Yeah.
When the kids get up, if they're not already up after that obnoxious exchange, I'll ask them, hey, you guys know where this guild is?
As those people start clopping away, you guys notice that Car is just stretching, getting out of bed. Looks around, notices that you guys are all up. I'll wake him up. I'll get Jason moving. Gets them awake. Did I hear it's... Were you guys talking to someone? Did we run into someone on the road? I was still...
Someone
you're
did
only
interject
half awake,
themselves
half
into this
asleep.
camp.
It was a group of solicitors.
Solicitors? What's solicitors?
It's someone who tries to sell you something you don't want, or tries to get something from you. Without...
Are Jehovah's Witnesses canon in Paldros?
No, but what we do have is Kiskiri's witnesses. You travel with one every day.
Yeah, but our one isn't a...
Sorry, I not mention that enough?
Yeah,
There
our
was no
Kiskiri's
trouble?
witness isn't as obnoxious as those dudes were, so...
Yeah, they were real bad. Like, we kept telling them that we weren't interested, and they just kept going. I was about to get the dinosaur.
I don't know what that means, but okay.
That's okay, I don't think anyone really does. But it sounds cool. Makes people go away.
So do you guys know where this Adventurers Guild is?
The guild? Like... What do you mean, where's the guild?
Like its corporate office. Headquarters.
I'm not sure. I think there was...
That's okay.
At least one stationed in Dorum. There was a building somewhere, I think, for them. I don't know. Hog speaks.
That's alright. Sounds like...
Oh yeah, like the big HQ, like the main one. They work out of... Excuse me.
You gotta lay off the tobacco, my guy.
I'd rather cough than have the nightmares, man. It's a give and take. The guild, we're
work out of Holobornia. It's their headquarters. It's I mean, it's right by Tarkin. I mean, if you wanted to make a quick stop there, it wouldn't be out of the way. But I don't know why you'd want to do that.
Oh, I don't. I'm more looking to avoid more people like that.
Well, then we might not be in luck if we don't want to see it because we're going kind of right through
In the
there.
same direction, yeah.
Where did you said you ran into some adventures?
Yep.
I want to be ex-adventurers.
They're heading out to. Are they moving west too?
Yep.
And you said they're annoying as all hell.
Yep.
Oh God. They look like they carried anything expensive.
Yes. Yes, they did.
You guys take issue
Yep.
with pass them on the road. Maybe striking up one more conversation.
Well,
Listen, I just it's an itch that you gotta scratch sometimes. You live your life a certain way long enough.
I understand. I would caution you to be careful. I am not going to discourage this behavior, but they are adventurers, might be a little wiser than your average pickpocket back in Dorum.
Oh, that's true. The average pickpocket back there is dumb as shit.
Yeah.
No offense, guys. None taken.
I will do my best to help you out if you decide that's the best course of action. He had an axe that looked, I guess, magical.
Nah. What am I gonna do with a fucking axe? It's fine.
We could sell it. Maybe back to him.
I've done that before. Not with an axe, but selling something back to the person you took it from. That's a good one. It's always a good one. Oh. Should we get going?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's head on out.
Guys, pack up camp and get on the road. You're maybe takes you maybe like half an hour behind the Swords of Justice from when they departed. So you have a little bit of time before you're gonna pass them. If you're what pace are you guys going at?
Do we want to go full steam with me burning long strider spells, or do we want to go normal?
How about just a long strider when we pass him?
So that way we can make distance.
Or we're going to be going the same speed as them.
Unless they're not going full speed ahead. I don't know, I'm good either way.
Or do we hope to avoid them as we're going through town?
Well, if we're gonna allow our companions to lift some stuff off them, probably gonna want to avoid them. Or
Yeah,
You can scratch
I
that
will
itch
say
when we
if-
get into town.
If they get caught stealing stuff, that's gonna be kind of really bad.
Or like any addict, you're going through withdrawals and you
Yeah.
need to get over it.
I'm talking all this shit about how I'm very uncomfortable with my current situation and your guys' level of honesty, and yet I'm putting myself in a more precarious situation by extending an invitation to law enforcement to apprehend and make it potentially far worse. I recognize the hypocrisy of my actions, but it doesn't change what it feels like my body is craving.
You are incredibly self-aware. Well done.
Honestly, I think that's
Is it-
the first part of getting better.
I've known this about myself for a very long time, and I have never changed.
Do you like just
Kinda makes
stealing
it
things?
worse.
Or say, do you like opening locks?
It's it's a bit of both, a bit of everything, you know. One could say I'm incredibly blessed with the desire to steal, given that I've lived my entire life in abject poverty, and as such have no other way of surviving besides sacrificing my morals, which I am perfectly fine with because I have this. I mean, it's almost a personality trait. Thieving is just. I don't remember joy, but it brings me to something close to it.
Have you ever done hard labor?
Look at me. I'm barely 4 feet tall. I'm too small.
Have you worked so hard that at the end of the day, you can do nothing but sleep?
Can I eat?
If you have enough energy to.
No, I have never done that in my life.
You need to do that.
Maybe. Should I
Not
fight them
maybe.
then instead of steal?
No. You need to work in
I'm
it.
joking.
You need to.
The only hard labor he's ever done is breathing.
Worked hard enough for your arm to fall off yet?
Idle hands do a devil's work.
I do not deny it. Well, maybe I have done a hard day's work in my life once or twice.
You seem like you have the intelligence to change, but you need the will.
I have very few occasions in my life have I allowed my will to.
And when you don't have a choice, it's even easier.
I don't like your implications on not having a choice here.
Well, if we're going to set you up someplace, and we don't want you to repeat what you were doing, and you're going to have to change, then maybe it is better to consider options where you will be so tired that you can't steal. Like field work.
I've done some soul searching on this. If I am gonna be honest, the last few days, a few things have popped into my head, and if I'm being honest, I think perhaps I will be capable of change. If only because these kids gotta get on their feet too, and I don't want to jeopardize that if they're gonna try to choose an honest lifestyle. But
You
outside
obviously
but outside
also have certain talents. You're good with locks, are you not?
yes.
Go into locksmithing.
I'm better at breaking them than I am making them.
Breaking them is part of a locksmith's job, and you will learn to make them.
Okay, I'll get it.
Do an apprenticeship.
I appreciate your extreme optimism in my ability to do this.
You're never too old to learn something new.
Don't change for long enough. What if you can change? I don't know. We're thinking that too far ahead of ourselves here. We'll cross that bridge if we get to it. You know,
We've
first
got
we gotta
3 or
deal
4
with
days.
these weird fuckers you guys ran into, and then we gotta not die, cross the plains for the rest of the. Get the Darkin, and then not get wrapped up in whatever mess you guys are wrapped up in. There's a lot on my plate right now. But I would solemnly swear I will try something.
All you can do is try.
So how fast are we gonna go? Is the question. That got us here. I feel like we got really off topic. I apologize for derailing the conversation with my current life situation, but
You're good.
I say if you
Yeah,
got a way of us to fast travel past them, we do that. I don't need to scratch the itch today. Quite frankly, I think today may have been very beneficial for my ability to, I'm already so self-aware, but saying it out loud, I don't know, it kind of feels like it helped somehow.
Glad it helped.
Well, considering they're on lone horses and we're pulling a wagon, we're going to be slower than them anyway. Unless they make stops. And in which case I can speed us up.
You mean in case they run into other people?
Yes.
If they run into other people, that's going to take them a while.
Alrighty then. It's settled. You guys get on the road at a normal pace. If anyone would like to keep a lookout, you're free to make a perception check. Or if anyone would like to work on a little project, you're free to work on a little projects.
Nat 1, give me a nat 1, give me a nat 1. 11. 10.
Would I have still gotten a full 8 hours with their interruption?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
I thought it might, but I wasn't 100% sure. I know I didn't keep watch or anything,
You
so.
didn't get a full 8 hours of sleep, but you did get a full 8 hours of long rest. So you're a little more tired than you'd like to be, but mechanics of the game wise, you got a long rest. You don't have to worry about exhaustion levels kicking in or something.
Yeah, because you only need 6 hours of sleep during a long rest.
Yeah, it's in the other 2 hours could just be like non-rigorous activity. Setting up camp for you guys, that counts as non-rigorous because you're putting out your sleeping bag and stuff.
Yeah,
It's
you're
pretty
tucking
chill.
in, you know?
Yeah.
While we're
You gotta-
taking off,
You gotta give the kids
Zed's-
goodnight and read them a bedtime story. That's not rigorous.
Zed's going to bring up that, hey, we never really actually talked about it, but if there's just one of us up, did I do the right thing when those guys were approaching? Should I wake people up, or should I just wait and see what happens? We've never really decided on what the right course is.
Yeah, please do wake me up, at least. I'm not going to vouch for everyone else, but I would like to be involved whenever a random person starts discussing affairs that involve our party.
The same would
Yeah.
go for me. Always wake me up. I'd rather be awake when they get here than wake up while they're here. So, just wanted to check, make sure we're all on the same page.
Yeah, if people come, then please get me up so I can help if we need it.
Excellent. Thank you.
You did a good job.
I did good.
And we appreciate you.
Thank you. He's getting a little choked up.
Zed's a very good boy.
Stop it.
So a 10 on perception. You don't notice
Somebody
much.
got a 13.
And a 13. Okay. Yeah, you guys
And
don't
an
notice
11.
much. About an hour into your day, though, you see figures up ahead on the road, stopped, pulled over to the side. And as you
Are
get
they
more
familiar?
closer, yeah, you can see 4 horses with 4 people on the backs of the horses, and then also a little wagon pulled by a little mule with 2 people sitting in the back. And you hear voices coming from that direction. They're discussing something. And as you get
When you
closer,
said it got pulled by a mule, my first thought was that it was Mary and her family.
Oh, not that mule. Not that mule. This mule does not look like it hates every moment of existing and is begging
Yeah,
for
can
the
we
sweet,
please
sweet
not go
money.
through another limbo effect with a mule? Please. Last one was very, very taxing on my mentality.
And as you get closer, it is indeed the Swords of Justice. Talking to what appear to be a pair of old people farmers.
Don't
they
make eye
blocking
contact.
the road?
Don't make eye contact.
As you pass them, you hear, or as you start getting closer, you hear, "Very well then, good day to you."
Shit.
The wagon starts going the other way of the road as you guys passes you, and as you're just rolling past the people on horses. Oh. Well.
Longstrider.
Immediate, no hesitation.
And if he tries to talk to us, I'll do la 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 with telepathically again immediately. Until he's out of distance.
Alien is meditating, and he is not untrancing for them, no matter what.
So you're casting it on Lorcan, right?
Lorcan and Paddington.
All right. So you cast it at level 2.
Yep.
You cast Longstrider, and suddenly the cart lurches a bit as it moves forward slightly faster.
Understandable. Perhaps a bit harsh. We don't have to talk shop, you know, and it helps to have someone on the road. We can trade stories. Perhaps you're not.
La 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 la.
No, thank you. Goodbye. Good luck in all your adventures. No harm done, but I do not want to talk to you.
Please give me a second chance. I'm no longer an adventurer seeking
5,
collectively bargained. I'm looking for friends. You know.
3,
Suck it,
2,
nerd.
La 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 la.
1. Is he still talking?
No.
Okay.
Feel free to wake up Thalion for Fireball if you need
It's,
one.
it's okay, Dominic. You know, just you gotta make a friend first, and then
Listen to your horse.
It's straight from the horse's mouth. Oh, that's why they call it that.
Oh shit. I get it.
I don't appreciate that.
By the way, when Arya said that, it was not like... It was fully serious of like, oh wait, shit, that's why they call it that.
Zed's right there with you. You just figured something out.
The swords of justice fall behind. You leave them in the dust.
Were they ever really ahead, though?
Who knows? You know?
Maybe someday.
Listen, their leader has his quirks, but maybe if you got to know the other 4, I guess if you count the horse that talks, they'd be nice folks. Maybe.
I'm sure. Lead with being
None of
nice
them talked.
folk next time.
However, the only thing you know about all of them is they choose to travel with Hecka, so
Every once in a while, Bobo, you come in with an NPC that just fires everyone up.
I know, you guys
And I love it.
I feel like you know, sometimes I make them hoping you guys are all gonna hate them. Sometimes I don't, and I'm a little taken aback. But I'm like, okay, you know, any reaction's a good reaction. We'll take it.
You came on too strong. You can be the nicest person in the world. If you come on too strong, people are like, whoa, dude, stop.
We gave him his 2 cents. He kept on pushing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Excuse me. Oh. Well, with Longstrider active, a little bonus is you're gonna get to Tendotrest a little earlier than anticipated.
Some real nice Western.
Yeah, the music. The bot hit the spot this time. Good job. As you guys slow-mo walk into town, heads turning, doing cool poses and such. You guys see the town in the distance. At this point, it's a little after noon. The sun has started to it's reached its apex, and it's on its way across the sky.
Wah, wah, wah.
And you see this next village, bigger than Golem. Honestly, it looks less like a village and more like if you took like the middle of like a solidly sized town, and then it just kind of ends abruptly. It's got like it's very small area-wise, but within its walls, as you can see, it has pretty heftily fortified stone walls. Within the walls, looks pretty crowded. You know, buildings, not quite skyscrapers, but there's decent infrastructure here. But the moment it gets outside those walls, nothing. And as you approach, it's kind of the land is no longer super flat, so there's a little bit of a hill, tiniest little amount of a hill, and you're at the top of it. You can see kind of down into the city. It's at this time of day. There's lots of activity in the walls, but like one cart maybe leaves the border as you are on approach. So very, very self-contained. Unsurprisingly, for a town like that, as you get closer, you see there is a gate with guards at the front. Excuse me. And they actually step out to meet you. They don't wait for you to get all the way to the gate. They step out to meet you, and they stop your cart about 30 feet out from the gate. Name and business for all of you, please.
My name is
I
Sally Brown.
name
What?
and business. Your card.
Oh, she'll hand them the card that has Sally Brown, the Tarvotel School of Music.
Do you guys remember to hide your three stooges, since they don't actually have paperwork?
I imagine we would have.
I have an illusion spell.
Do you cast invisibility on them? Whoever.
I can if need be.
That's what you did last time, right? Or you cast invisibility on them to get out of it?
I can cast Major Image and make them look like barrels.
What if they want to search the barrels?
Yeah, I think invisibility is what we did last time. We should just do that
let's
again.
go with invisibility.
Yeah.
Yep, my idea wasn't.
I'll just 4th level invisibility on the 3 of them.
Your idea was good, but I think this has more assurance that,
Duration of an hour, right? Yeah.
Yes.
I can try put them in the
So,
bag of
yeah.
holding if they're small enough.
On approach, you cast it. Now they're asking for everyone's papers. As you hand your papers, you see the guards. They actually have a. You notice as they wave their hands over the paper, they each have a ring on their index fingers, and they hold your papers, and then they kind of like wave their finger over it. There's a slight blue glow. Check it for a second. Hand it back to you. Do to the next one. Welcome to Tendel Trust.
Okay.
And the gate opens.
Thank you, sir. Have a good day.
As you guys wheel into town, you notice a couple of things. First off, there are well, you saw this earlier from above, that it's pretty hustle and bustle, you know? There's stuff going on in here. And you notice a presence, for sure, of open carrying. You know, lots of people out and about here. You know, they're not like, it's not like full battle axes and stuff out, but lots of people here have a sword on their hip, or you know, a dagger attached to the belt in its sheath.
Texas vibes.
Yeah.
Is this place redneck territory, or this world's equivalent of it?
And there is a distinct presence in, as you guys observe the people here, when it comes to fashion as well, there is a good amount of, like a noticeably more than normal amount of pelts and furs and skins being worn.
Noted.
And
Not sure what to do with that.
Lorit, you might
you
want to
guys
hide yourself.
are, face
Oh,
down
no!
option. You can
Lord's freaking out.
Laura wore a tiny bit of leather. He could probably blend in as just someone who came pre.
Time is used at rest. We don't want someone to make you into a pair of boots.
No, this is a lovely room of death.
This is a lovely room of death you have here. Good childhood memories. Horrible
Yeah,
after having grown up.
Yeah, it doesn't hold up, but still, I loved it. I dressed as him for Halloween multiple years, so.
It's-
Holy shit!
Ace Ventura.
Oh.
Do not actually watch the movies because they don't hold up. But they are very racist and very transphobic.
So you guys are now, you have options. You can go shopping, you can see if you want to get an inn, you can just do whatever business you want to do in here and immediately get out, keep going on the road and spend another night in the wilderness. Depending on what the vibe is.
Do we have any business here in this town?
You guys could restock on like food and like, the basic supplies.
Let's see if they have more honey.
You
Mm.
are running low on sweet treats for Paddington. I'm fairly
Or
certain.
any other sweet
Ah.
treats. I'm sure he'd like anything sweet, though honey favorite.
Yeah, I do have 2 strawberry jams left.
Which, by the way, Paddington, he did not come into town. He
Paddington,
Obviously.
owl bear. Owl bears are omnivores too, right?
And he doesn't have any papers, so.
yeah.
Yeah,
He's our emotional support owl bear.
he's our emotional
Whenever-
support illegal.
Whenever we go into town, I've always got Minerva keeping an eye on him.
Their bond is really been
Buddies.
strengthening in recent.
That's actually adorable.
Buddies.
They have like frolicking adventures and stuff.
A giant owlbear in a Paddington hat hanging out with a little dragon. Like,
Well, not even that little of a dragon anymore.
She's decent sized. I can ride her.
Minerva is.
She's larger than all of us now.
Yeah, Minerva is no longer like season 2 Game of Thrones dragons. She's more like
She's no longer baby. She wants power.
season 3 or 4 or whatever. It's been a while, but yeah.
Medium sized, I think.
When does the horde?
Hello? Hello, hello?
everybody still there?
Yeah. I'm here. Yeah. Can you guys
I-
hear me?
I can hear you.
I can hear you, yeah.
I can hear you, Zed. Bellis, Lord Thalion, you guys still there? Bellis, you there? Something just happened because the bot also just quit out of nowhere.
Very weird.
Thalion, are
Yeah.
you there? Lorit, are you there? Bellis, are you there? Arya, I can hear you, I think. Wait, I can't even hear you anymore. Zed? Testing 1 2. Okay, I can't hear anyone. Can anyone hear me right now? I think it did as well. Hello, hello?
Am I missing something?
I can hear you. Okay, Arya, I can hear you.
Hello?
I can hear you. Can you hear me? What is happening? It's just, oh my gosh. Okay, I think we're gonna have to. Here, let me try ending the event maybe. Okay, end event. Yes. I'm gonna disconnect everyone real quick. Okay, we're gonna disconnect. 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 Okay. Hello. Can you hear
Well,
me? I can hear you, Lorit.
hell yeah.
Okay,
I
phenomenal.
just
Oh, it's working now.
Hey,
I don't
That's
know
much
what the
better.
hell that was,
Victory.
but
gotta love
Hi, bruh.
Discord.
we're back. Okay.
My audio is going through too, right?
Yes, yes.
yeah,
Yes.
We
yeah,
can hear
sure
everyone
is.
now.
So Theon, you were mid-sentence when it all went down.
Yeah, yeah.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
The
Where?
bot got kicked out first, so I think that was a server issue. Discord must have. thrown a fit.
Anyways, what do you guys do?
Traveling here. How many hours would I have gotten on potion stuff?
Oh, you from like 7 to 6.
6 more?
Mm-hmm.
Heck yeah, I'm at 12 hours. Yeah, what do we want to do? Do we want to stay here? We could resupply, check out. I was gonna say check out some shops, but I have like 40 gold. So I don't know how much we can get.
If we really need something, they have a couple to spare.
I
don't think
have
we
a
need to-
decent amount of gold too, so we can always pool.
I don't think we need to stick around or anything, but hit a couple shops, get on the road again.
I'm more than happy to just go straight through. I don't mind. What do
I
you
think
guys
we
want?
have plenty of rations and stuff. The only thing would be if you want more treats for Paddington.
I do kind of want more treats for Paddington. He deserves them. He's a good boy.
And I don't know if I'm supposed to talk because I think we're still invisible. But we did leave our town with nothing but the clothes on our back. And I would hate to steal from you guys, so I'm not gonna do that, but could we by any chance borrow some cash to purchase some quality of life necessities?
What you need?
For starters, I would like to have a change of clothes.
Sure, man.
Maybe access to some form of hygiene as well.
Who has
I like your-
prestidigitation?
I'll
Yeah.
go with them, actually. Yeah. I'll just chip into whatever they need.
I can't imagine it can be that expensive here.
I don't know how long I want to stay in a town where they thoroughly checked our IDs with magic rings and everyone's carrying and the walls are stone.
It's probably just
Agreed.
for monsters and stuff, you know.
They checked our IDs with magic rings.
That's true.
It's not
That's
just for monsters. I don't think people with no IDs are going to be very in this town.
I'm gonna second that idea. I would like to buy anything really. Me and Jason should be fine because we, thank you, Lauren, got a really nice score right before we left. Honestly, Hogs, we could just no, we've talked about this. Your money is yours. Everyone else's money is mine.
You just called
That
dibs on
hasn't
the whole
changed.
party, huh?
No, I think he means everybody's everywhere.
He won't steal from them, but he'll steal from anyone else.
He won't
Confirm.
take any support from them, but he'll steal from everyone else.
You don't have to do that. Listen, don't. Just.
Gar, this is one thing I will not budge on.
What do you need?
I don't
Yeah, I
know
don't
how
mind
much
pitching in.
I'm gonna need. I if I could.
No. What do you need?
I would like to buy some clothes. Would be nice.
Give me your sizes.
Oh shit. Okay, we can't even. That's, you know what? I can't fault you for that. Be extra cautious. I'm
Yeah, shit. What would a 4-foot tall goblin?
children small for everything.
Oh, I would have thought children's medium, no?
Unless they have a, it's the waist size that matters more, you know. If it's a, you know, you go based on who's running the shop. You know, if it's a goblin shop, if it's a gnome shop, then probably an adult medium. But I would like if I could get two changes of clothes and perhaps a mat to sleep on. That would be nice. Yeah. Maybe a toothbrush.
Shit, how long have they been with us and we haven't given them a mat to
3
sleep
days,
on?
4 days.
4
To be
days?
fair, I haven't been sleeping on a mat.
What have they been sleeping on? The wood of the cart?
The ground like the rest of us.
Yeah, I'm pretty much a walking corpse. I don't care for the ground, but they are living, so you know.
So are we. We're all living.
I'm
mean,
not
I have
really
a-
gonna complain either. You guys got us. You've done so much for us already that I'll sleep on the ground. We're used to it. But
It's not even that bad if you find a soft spot.
but if now that the idea is in my head, because I would like to change of clothes, I think I would also like to buy myself a sleeping mat if that's all right.
Ah, that's fine. I'll hand him like 15 gold.
15
that enough?
gold. It's not that expensive, and we have our own money. We're Hogs. Listen, okay. It was probably your birthday sometime in the last year. This is a birthday present. We're gonna buy it, so it's not our money. It's a gift.
Probably
Well,
your
if-
birthday at some point.
If,
Well,
If we're not okay, are they gonna let us go shopping? Is the question. Because if they're doing the shopping for us, it really would be easier if we just borrowed from them and paid them back later.
I
Not
don't
really doing
know
the
if
shopping
it would be
for you,
best.
but just
I don't
going
know if it
with
would
you.
be the best for them to be out and about, especially because they entered the town.
That's a very fair point, and now that I agree with you. Now that we've thought about it, I can't not see any issues with your logic. If you could get us those things, we can stay by the cart. And then I don't know if you guys just want to leave immediately after, we could do that.
In my opinion, that is what's best.
agreed.
Yeah, let's do that.
Any nays? So
Want to
shall
buy
we?
see if there's more honey for Paddington. Other than that,
Okay, we'll wait here.
Do you want someone to wait with us, or do you think we'll be fine just laying low, sitting here?
I'll wait with them. I'll wait with you just in case.
I'll also stay with the cart.
I'm staying with the cart.
let's all go.
Nancy will go with you as well. Naturally.
Yes.
Lorit, are you
Fiancé.
gonna go shopping, or are you gonna also stay with the cart?
It's a lot of people staying with the cart. I think I'm probably not going to go shopping. I think I want to wander around and just listen and see what's going on in the town.
Yeah. Do your
I
own
don't want to
thing.
take too long with it. Yeah.
Yeah. Alrighty. Well, we'll start with Arya going shopping.
Heck yeah. Shopping trip.
Investigate, or perception to find a place to buy things.
Can I guidance?
Of course.
Yay. 24.
24. Does not take you too long to find a shop. There's a lot of stuff around here, and the city is not very, the town is not very big, walking around wise, so it doesn't take you long. You find a clothing store. It's like nothing fancy. It's like, you know, regular cotton shirts, mass produced in different sizes. No color, no decoration, no nothing, just like, you know, it's like where you would buy a plain white tee, and that's all they sell. Shirts, trousers, socks, undergarments, every variety of clothing, sold all in one uniformly beige color. As you step inside, the worker is a dwarf dressed in said beige clothes.
Oh, he's a dwarf?
Yes.
Ooh, that means that a lot of these clothes might be made for that kind of size. Huh? Hello.
Hello.
I'm here to pick up some new clothes.
We have clothes.
You do have clothes.
Yes. We sell clothes.
I was looking for some clothes for the two kids are human, right?
Yeah, and they're like late teens, adult-sized humans.
I'm looking for some comfy clothes for a couple of like teenage adult humans and a goblin.
We have those clothes, yes.
Awesome. She's gonna go around and find them.
Human-sized clothes are there. Goblin-sized clothes are there.
Oh, thank you. She's gonna gather up a couple pairs of each. If they have different of anything,
No.
she'll pick up a different.
No.
And if not, then
Nothing.
this man
Nothing different
loves
at
his
all.
beige. Can't fault him. And yeah, she will. Oh, you really like this color, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, we just lost the
Hey,
bot
did the
again.
server crash again?
I don't think so. I can still hear you guys. The bot just kind of
Oh,
sometimes
phew.
it just decides to not
Okay,
play
yeah.
music anymore.
You know what? Mood.
Yeah,
Sometimes
he
I
used to
just
go
don't
in
feel
his,
like doing my job
doesn't
anymore
do it in a
either.
drop of a hat.
anytime soon.
But okay, we're gonna drop another hat. Queue has ended. No, it hasn't. Did a whole several-hour playlist.
But yeah, she's gonna basically gather up two pairs for each of them. Two sets of clothing.
As you do so, you move to get it rung up. And he looks over each item. So you're buying 6 total outfits?
Yes.
All completely beige.
10 silver. 1 gold.
Okay.
Or 100
I will give him.
bronze.
I don't have it. I have 1 bronze.
Whichever works. 10 silver, 100 bronze, 1 gold.
Copper.
Shit, yeah, is it
Ah.
copper pieces?
Copper.
It is copper.
Not here, it isn't. Here it's bronze.
I'm
Yes,
listening
God.
to a
Thank you,
live.
God.
I'm listening to a live play at work recently, and they replaced copper with bronze in their campaign. So I was like, wait, shit, do we do that here too? I'll play along.
It's in Dorvan Ma specifically. It's still the same coin and it's made out of copper, but they call it bronze.
Bronze is an
I love
alloy
that.
made of copper and tin. It's not copper. It's not bronze.
Because they're talking about the color of the coin when they refer to it as gold, silver, and bronze.
A dwarf wouldn't make this mistake.
In this
This
world,
one would.
they are from Dorvan Ma first and a dwarf second.
That makes way too much sense. Yeah, she'll pay him a gold because
Awesome.
she does
so you
not have
pay-
enough smaller.
You pay in gold. Then you see.
One moment, please.
And each item that you purchased, he holds for a second, turns it over, flips it around, and then he folds it very, very specifically in a weird way. For each thing, it's different. You know, for the shirt, like the sleeves are folded inside out, whatever. Something weird. And then he puts them in this drawer next to the cash register type thing. Closes it. There's a little bit of a hum. Opens it and takes out 2 copies of the same item. Hands you one and then puts the other one aside. It takes a few minutes for him to finish ringing you up because he does this for every single individual item. And
Wait,
then,
so he puts like one shirt in
and 2
and
shirts
then
come
takes
out.
2 shirts out?
Yeah.
He's stealing the lid from the con to make a second shirt.
I'm pretty sure the answer's gonna be no, whether you say yes or not. Can I try an Arcana to figure out what's going on?
Sure.
I don't remember. Did we allow Arcana with your spellcasting modifier or just with intelligence?
And for this specific one, I'm gonna say this would be intelligence.
Alrighty. 17! Okay, Arya!
17. You figure that he has some sort of magical contraption down there, that is capable of duplicating these clothing items. You figure that it probably explains why every single item in the store is the exact same. And then as a bonus pondering, because you rolled pretty good, you also figure probably isn't just a straight up item duplicator, because otherwise he'd probably be doing more with it than duplicating beige shirts.
Imagine it's just the hum that it makes, like, carries the information to her as if it's somatic components. And that's how she's able to piece it together. Oh, that's a really cool thing. What does it work with?
Shirts, pants, socks, clothes.
Does it work with, like, food and stuff?
No. Beige clothes.
It's really cool, though. How much did that kind of thing cost?
Nothing in money. Promise to Faye your firstborn. Don't have kids. You get a cool thing out of it.
Oh, that's a good idea. I don't know if I want kids. So, wait. You promised that they could have your firstborn?
Mm-hmm.
Her eyes just like glaze over for a minute, and she's like, I had several ideas, and I don't think any of them are good. Wait, where did you meet the Fae?
Forced to death.
You've been to the Forest of Death?
Mm.
So cool. Were you an adventurer?
Maybe.
Oh, don't worry, I'm not with those really cringy guys who go around and ask that kind of stuff.
I don't know.
Don't know if you were an adventurer or don't know if... What?
Don't know if I don't know what I was.
Oh, that's fair.
Sell clothes now.
Hey, I play music now. Do you enjoy what you do?
I don't know.
Can I insight him to see if this is same kind of scenario where he doesn't really understand what's going on?
Sure.
21.
Maybe. He definitely took some mindfuckery at some point. But he seems to know, way more aware than Mary was, for sure. It seems that his consequences were different, though. But it definitely, forced to death did something to his brain.
Yeah, there were probably consequences other than his firstborn.
Yeah, yeah.
The brain rot in me wonders if I cast confusion on him, if he would be completely, like, sapient then.
If you could try, if you want to cast confusion on this guy.
I do not want to know. That was brain rot. Do you have any tips for if somebody wanted to go to the Forest of Death?
Don't.
That's fair.
Unless you want shit that makes clothes. They got those.
If they have machines that make, like, plants.
Nope. Just clothes. We have clothes.
Well, thank you very, very much.
Mm-hmm.
He's gonna gather the clothes up and
Come back soon.
probably could. Next time we're in town. She's gonna head back. She's gonna also try to pick up honey, if they have any.
All right. As you pivot to looking for honey, so too do we pivot to Lorit. Going for just a stroll, a walk, a meander. I will take from you a perception check as you put your ear to the city. We will see what you perceive.
19.
Excuse me. 19. As you walk around, you notice more of some of the stuff you already saw. Lots of pelts and skins and furs. Lots of swords and knives and weapons of that manner, worn casually. But kind of a normal vibe going along with it, in the sense that, like, they're not like, it's not like they're itching to fight someone. They just kind of have it, you know, the way you have purse or something. It's just a standard accessory to be wearing inside the city. Whether outside the city they use it or not, the pelts tell that story probably. You hear bits and pieces of conversation here and there. Some of them are normal, you know, young people talking about drama with friends. People talking about work. Catch a little bit of people talking about the political state of what's going down with Paldros and all that. Damn foreigners stealing land. I hope the war goes well and we win. I hope there's not a war. Different points of view being expressed. You hear some people talking about the latest incident. There was a pack of direwolves at the gate the other week. And the buzz around that is kind of dying out now, it seems. Not a lot of people are talking about it, but some people mention it. Some old heads talking about, oh, we're due for another incident soon. It's, you know, early summer's a big, it's prime time for birds, whether it's a rock or a wyvern or other flying creatures. Something about in the wind in early summer just drives them in a frenzy. But yeah, this place, it seems like the kind of place that, you know, it has its own weird little shenanigans, sure, but ultimately it's a town where people live.
And there's nothing like that stands out as far as like our mission and stuff like that I would overhear.
You don't hear anything that sends you into that particular kind of mindset. No one's talking about living to see the fire. No one's talking about, I mean, there's people talking about Paldros being, you know, defeated, but nothing that seems like, oh, that's the rhetoric of the cult. Yeah, it seems mostly normal.
Okay.
Do you talk to anyone, or do you just listen?
I think I would just listen. I don't think I want to draw too much attention to myself.
Understandable. As you continue to walk, you also hear some adventurers talking about their most recent adventure. Kind of louder voices from around a corner. It's people going,
Oh, and that spider was hulking monstrosity. It must have been at least 8 feet tall. And you know, I've dealt with things before, but spiders it's something visceral that it just gets to. Oh yes, I completely understand that.
you recognize the second voice.
Who's is it one of the people from that group we passed?
Yeah.
Swords of Justice?
Yeah.
This the Swords of Justice guy.
I'm gonna turn around and walk the other way.
Smart. There is a slight adventurer presence here as well. It seems.
Yeah, kind of seemed like it with all the pelts and furs hanging around. Is there a local office for the guild, or?
You can look around for one.
Sure.
Give me an investigation check or perception, whichever you prefer.
I think I will choose perception. Because I'm slightly better at that, but it didn't matter.
9. It takes you a minute of wandering, and you don't find it, and then a thought occurs to you. It's probably the last place you want to go, which is right where you heard that guy talking. He's probably hanging by it.
Right, so it's not that important. Cool.
Not important enough for you to go and talk to him.
Well, that's pretty ballsy to be advertising your union outside that place. A place that essentially hires mercenaries.
Yeah, what if
Anyways.
mercenaries want to be unionized? Who knows, you know?
Yeah, but how many of them are gonna turn down how many of them are gonna turn down like 20 gold just to off this guy? He's gonna go out on a mission and he's never gonna come back. That's what I'm saying.
Fair point.
Would have been a lot more sympathetic to him if we had gone, hey, we're not interested. And he'd be like, okay, have a nice day.
You eventually meander your way and run into Arya, who is on her way to get some honey or strawberry jam or something at the moment.
Oh, hey, Simba.
How's it going?
Not bad. I got clothes.
I'm sure the others will be very happy. I ran into that guy again. Just be warned, he seems to be making his way around.
Oh, worst case, I can tell him to shove off in a way he won't be able to say no to. Or I could just pick him up and put him down somewhere. I appreciate the warning. Where are you headed to now?
I'm probably gonna head back to the cart. Doesn't seem to be a lot going on in this town.
That's fair. Oh, wait. I was supposed to pick up, like, sleeping rolls, bed rolls for the other guys, too. got 2 more things to do, and then I'll be back.
Alrighty, I'll let everyone know.
Okay. Aria, whose player forgot that we were supposed to get bedrolls as well.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna go and...
You were gonna let them sleep on the cold, hard ground. The way you already have been letting them sleep on the cold, hard ground.
Oh, hang on a second. How is my audio?
Yep, still there.
Okay, good. My headphones died.
It's it's definitely a different sound, but it's still there, still coming through clear.
Okay, good. Yeah, she's gonna go pick up bedrolls. And honey.
You find somewhere to get bedrolls, and adventurer gear outpost outfitter type thing. On your way there, you hear a voice talking.
Think of it less as... There, it's more like this. You can have more say in what happens to you in the contracts, and it's less about them telling you you have to. And instead of having to come to these terms on your own, there's a group of people around you who all are working together to make sure that we all are working with good, acceptable terms.
Arya's just going to walk on past and grab and buy stuff. Because I'm guessing he's talking to somebody else.
He's talking to somebody else, yeah.
Then, yeah, that very much. Do not engage.
You step
Actually, she's
into
gonna look at the
this-
person that he's talking to. How interested do they look?
Eyes are glazed over. But they're still
Look
there.
like they're just...
They haven't fled yet.
Is it that kind of like, this person is gonna keep talking, so I'm just gonna wait until they go away?
Yeah.
The guy's name was Dominique? Or
Dominic.
Dominic, yeah. Yeah, she'll get the bedrolls, and then once she gets those, she's gonna look to the other person and then go over and be like, "Oh, hey! You were the one who needed help earlier, right?"
Yeah.
Yeah, the shop's right over here. Come on.
Thanks.
Oh,
Yeah.
hi, Dominic.
I'm so sorry.
Bye.
I gotta go. Oh, this. Wait. I know you. I won't bother you though.
That would be smart.
Take care. Hope you find everything
You
that you
too.
need.
Oh yeah, that's why I'm helping them.
As you step away, this half-elf guy says, "I appreciate that. Thank you."
No problem. He's very insistent, isn't he?
I get where he's coming from, you know, but like, I don't care enough to care, you know.
Yeah, like, we're not even adventurers, and I think it was like a solid half an hour he was trying.
Yeah, I mean, I'm registered with the guild, but like, it's honestly a hobby on the side. I don't need to be getting involved with if he wants to, fight the power, good for him. But that's, not my circus, not my monkeys.
Yeah, I don't fault him. It's just he's way too insistent.
And misguided.
Gotta take no for an answer.
His methods are. Anyway, I appreciate it.
Yeah, no problem.
Thanks for looking out.
No problem. You have a good rest of your day.
You too. He heads away.
How much were bedrolls?
Bedrolls, you're getting 3 bedrolls for. I'm shocked. I googled it. I'm shocked that bedroll cost 5e equipment. It's 1 gold each.
Yeah, right.
Because this is, I guess, these are some quality bedrolls. You're at like the REI of adventuring gear. These are good bedrolls.
Yeah, you're buying the supreme of bedrolls.
These are,
Right.
the serious adventuring bedrolls. Like, this is the good stuff. But
Don't skilled workers get paid like a gold a week or something like that?
yeah, but adventurers get paid a lot more than that.
Yeah, but imagine spending a week's worth of pay on a sleeping bag.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, the sleeping bag is your life. It's more, honestly, for an adventurer, a bedroll. It's more like, imagine spending a week's worth of pay on a mattress for your house, which is, for a laborer, a little more realistic. Maybe still quite expensive, but like a bedroll for an adventurer, it's not a sleeping bag. It's their bed.
Yeah.
As someone who owns both a mattress and a sleeping bag, I'm just gonna go ahead and say I do think that they're different enough. That's overpriced for sure.
Yeah, but imagine if you lived in your sleeping bag, essentially.
I'm guessing this is we're getting the best quality sleeping bag that there is in the world, kind of.
Yeah, this is like
it,
adventurers. 9 out of 10 adventurers use this brand type shit. Guild
that other
certified.
one is just folding his arms, looking disappointedly at the other 9.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, she'll get 3 bedrolls for him. And honey,
The grocery store is going to run you far less of a tab.
good.
How many jars of honey we looking for?
How much does it cost?
Per jar is gonna run you 5 bronze.
About 3 jars for a silver.
3 jars for silver and 5 bronze.
3 jars for a silver and 1 bronze.
Roll a persuasion
That's all.
check.
That's all the change I got. 23. She's locked in for a Paddington.
3 jars for how much did you say most recently?
A silver and 1 bronze. Because otherwise I have to dip into gold.
Two jars of honey plus 6 apples for that much.
I'll take that.
The deal is made.
We do that handshake from Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood.
Mm-hmm. When you return to the cart with your arms full of the spoils of the grocery run, the Three Stooges look quite relieved. I really do appreciate this.
No problem. I hope they all fit. She'll give them each 2 pairs of clothing.
Yes, this looks about right. Yeah.
Oh, and bedrolls. She'll
Oh
give
my
them
God.
their world-class bedrolls.
Wow. Thank you. I don't have any money,
Good one.
but I'll pay you back when I do.
All right. There's like 4 gold for all of it.
I do not know if I will be able to pay you back at any point in my life, but I'll try.
Oh, that was for everybody's, but
Oh, then I will toil.
yours was basically like a gold. I'm not too worried about it.
Unless someone's bound to have that kind of money. I just need to find the right person. Right? Borrow
Which-
from them.
It's probably been more than an hour, so they're probably not invisible anymore.
It's been more than an hour. They are no longer visible.
Yeah. Sorry that took me so long. I got like halfway back to the cart before I remembered about the bedrolls.
With those orders of business taken care of, does anybody have anything else they'd like to do in this town?
Not necessarily in this town, but I do have a question about like many sessions ago when we were going through another town that I thought we were going back to. I special ordered a mace and prepaid the guy.
You did special order a mace all the way back in Velgen.
Velgen, right?
Yeah.
And
There is a very skilled Leonin blacksmith who is working on that, or is probably done with it at this point. Yeah.
Yeah, it was
And
supposed to
he
be like
said he had a
weeks
way
ago.
of getting it to you.
But we're in Dorvan Ma, so
But
just
you're in
table talk.
Dorvan
I'm
Ma.
like, is there any way for me to get this, or should I look elsewhere and maybe try to get myself another mace?
As you're pondering if there's a way for you to get this, you think you know people in maybe not quite Velgen, he's not there anymore, but this does feel like something relevant enough to your quest that it would maybe be worth inquiring with the magistrate about if he could assist you in some way. Because you know that you know where to find what's his name, Autumn Ward. You know where to find Greyon Autumn Ward, the Leonin blacksmith in Velgen. And if the magistrate shows up and says, hey, you remember that mace ordered, the guy who's got it, I'm picking it up for him, that maybe could work. And then magistrate being magistrate that he is, could maybe find a way to get it to you. Could be worth checking out.
Because he was working on my shield too.
Yeah, that's the thing. He's got 2 orders for you guys right now.
Hey, Bobo?
Mm-hmm.
Not from the same blacksmith guy, but our old friend,
Tall
quote
Rock
unquote.
blacksmith, right?
No, actually, I do have the stuff from the Tall Rock
Oh yeah,
blacksmith.
that you got that like session 5.
I'm talking about our old contact who took over the warehouse. Does
You're
own-
talking about Zvitan?
Yeah,
Oh yeah, the guy we're gonna kill.
yeah, but he did promise me some gauntlets and just stuff for my legs and arms.
He did promise you that.
He promised
He
us
also
pretty much
promised
the
that he
longer we
wouldn't
waited.
keep selling arms, and you know that he broke that one. So you're thinking maybe he broke his other one too. Maybe not.
Yeah.
The way of being certain about that is definitely a little more risky. But you're thinking you could, at least that he still has connections in Dorvan Ma. In terms of, at the very least, Tedric Wellington, man of many talents. So next time you meet someone sleazy enough that you think they'd know who this guy is, you could use that as an avenue. But knowing him, odds are he's not gonna go out of his way to get them to you if you don't require specifically with someone. Feel?
Okay. Yeah, I get what you mean.
If that's every order of business, I think that we can end the session here. This feels like a pretty natural stopping point for today. And next week we will pick back up as you guys probably just depart this town. And continue on your journey. So that'll be session 29 on October the 20th, 6:30.
Also, Bobo, how would I contact the magistrate?
You guys have your FaceTime.
Mirror.
Oh, the
Yeah, mirror.
FaceTime. That's right. I forgot about the mirror. Okay. Okay. Perfect. Cool.
You guys haven't called
Then
in
I
so
guess
long.
help me remember, Arya, that I'm gonna talk about that with you next session so that we can both get our stuff.
Heck yeah. But yeah, he specifically was like, hey, maybe don't call me quite as much for this kind of stuff.
Because the
So we've
last
been
time you guys
giving-
were calling was for some pretty interesting reasons.
Yeah, fair.
I think he would understand us reaching out, being like, "Hey, you're kind of our only option, but it works out because you're there."
Yeah. Like, hey, these are equipment that we ordered in